Skip, if they're nice, we'll let it go 6 so the networks can make their money.
You're going to give Toronto 2 games?
But let me tell you what's going to happen, Skip. If they mess around and come out here and think they're bad and beat the Cavs in game 1, it's going 5 because the Cavaliers will win the next 4.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I would love to see this tonight.
Yeah, I know you would. I know you would. Skip, here's the thing. But when you look at Toronto now, they have 2 more than capable scorers. They have 2 All-Stars in Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan.
Yep.
We know what they represent. They can go off at any given moment and get 60 points between the 2.
Yep.
Now, they've gone out and got Serge Ibaka. They've gone out and got, the LeBron stopper. Joe, you know about him, don't you? What's his name? P.J. Tucker. Sneakerhead, got nice shoe combination. But hey, that's not the
I'm not saying he's a stopper, but he's going to wear him out a little bit, beat on him, make him work, make him sweat.
Kind of like Paul George did the last series?
Yeah.
Or was it Lance Stevenson?
I have little to no respect for Paul
Well,
George.
you need to
I
get
told you that going into
You
the
need to
series.
get some respect.
Yeah.
LeBron coming off 33, 10, and 9. He averaged 28, 10, and 8 in the regular season. And the game in which he did not play, Toronto won that one because, hey, Ty Lue says, as a matter of fact, did Ty Lue even coach? I think Ty Lue took the night off.
I think he played in that game. Actually.
Don't worry about this. But Skip, Kyrie did not play well the last series. Do you expect him to really play that bad again?
I do not.
Kevin Love didn't give us a whole lot the last game, some rebounds, but only had 5 points. You expect him to play that bad again? And you know it, the kid. That old guy from Akron, born to one Gloria James in 1984. I think it was December 30th. Wasn't that his birthday?
Yeah.
December 30th, 1984. To one Gloria James, she held him up like...
Wait, that makes him now 37?
Hold on, Skip. Let me hold hand. Gloria lifted him up like the Lion King.
You can't do it all the way because
I can't do it all the way. Yeah.
Too tight.
Skip, she held him up like this here and say, behold, doctors, this is going to be the greatest basketball player to ever live.
Wait, did the 3 wise men come tonight?
And then she saw it back. She put it back down.
Yeah.
What's her name? She said, I just can't give you a regular name. I can't call you David. I can't call you Craig. I can't call you Michael or Larry. I got to give you something that everybody will remember. LeBron. Sometimes he go by Bron.
I give you that.
But the majority of the time, you know what he goes by, Skip? The King of Akron.
Oh, the King of Akron. I thought it was just the King.
The King of Akron.
The King has a better ring to it.
No, I like the King of Akron.
That kind of undercuts it when you throw the Akron on
No.
the back of it.
Let that man have his. I want him to rep where he from, like I'm from, like you from some little small town in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
What's the name of
an NBA team.
Enid. Enid, Oklahoma. That's where you're
It's a good
from.
town. Spent a lot of time
Oh, no,
in Enid.
you know what? I know you're from Idabel, Oklahoma.
I love Idabel.
Yeah, so you want to,
No.
well, how you know all about?
A lot of good OU players came from Idabel.
We'll give them 2 games, just like last year. We'll win the first 2 in their building, the Cavs. They'll go to Toronto, and everybody start feeling good, like, oh, Toronto, man, you see what Toronto is 2-2. LeBron will go home, and then he'll close them out like he did last year in Toronto. 4-2, Cavs moves on.
Joy, help me out. I forgot what the question is.
You know what the
We went
question
off
was.
the tracks. I didn't even know what you're talking about, all this blasphemous LeBron talk.
How many games can the Raptors?
Oh, how many games?
Yeah, how many?
I thought last week, if memory serves, that you ridiculed me for suggesting that Toronto could win 2 games. And you said no way. And now you think there's a way because you slept on it through the weekend. You sweated on it through the weekend. You started to have nightmares through the weekend about Toronto maybe pushing this to 7 games. I told you 2. I'm going to stand by 2, but I'd love to see them win tonight. They're 6.5-point underdogs at Akron. Is that where they play their home games? Akron?
Don't worry about it. I told you, Skip, when we first started, how many games would they lose before they reached the finals? I said they would lose 5. 1 to Indy, 2 to Toronto.
Did you say 2 to
Yes,
Toronto?
yes. Look it up. I'm gonna have. Don't make me have my DJ drop that track because you know I. And whoever comes out of the Washington, Boston, we'll lose 2 to them, and we'll keep it moving. Get ready for Golden State.
I'm not sure about losing 2 in the next round, but I'm very
We'll
sure
lose 2 and keep it rolling. Get ready for Golden State.
So I look at the Toronto Raptors this year, and they sure look a lot better than they did last year when they won 2 games from your Cleveland Cavaliers. And they added Serge Ibaka, who's given them about 14 and, blocks, 8 rebounds, I think he's like 2.3 blocks a game, which is pretty great, actually. That was against Milwaukee in the first round.
He can't block no shots down by the three-point line where Kevin Love's going to be posted up at.
We'll see how that works if Kevin Love disappears or appears, because you never can be sure in these playoff games.
If he disappears, we got Channing.
You know, Toronto impressed me. They went twice to Milwaukee, and I have some respect for
Really?
young, coming-of-age Milwaukee. And they won 2 games at Milwaukee, including the closeout Game 6. And they held Milwaukee in those games to 76 points at home and 89 points at home. That should give the King a little cause to pause.
Was Bob
just a
Lanier
little
playing?
bit. No,
What
but
about Sidney Moncrief?
no.
Paul Pressey?
No, but you know what? DeMar DeRozan was playing, and Kyle Lowry played, Ibaka, and P.J. Tucker played. And P.J. can lock people up defensively on the perimeter because he has an NBA body that can match LeBron's freight train-ism, as you call it.
LeBron got a football body, a tight end or a defensive end.
Somebody draft him? I can't remember.
They could have, but they already knew what he was going to do.
So last year, it was 2-0. This series was Toronto-Cleveland when they went to Toronto, and Toronto won 2 games at home. They won 99-84 and then 105-98. In the first game, DeMar DeRozan, who I told you can just go superstar on people, he had 32 in that game, and Kyle Lowry had 20. And then in the second game, 105-98, Kyle Lowry had 35, but DeMar DeRozan had 32. If they can do that on any given night, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Because that's just too many points.
They give him 2.
The King and Kyrie. Kyrie's in some kind of funk slump. I don't know what it is.
Whoa.
I don't know what it is.
How would the best player on a team and the closer be in a funk?
It's because he's not somehow happy with the King of Akron. Something is stewing under the surface there, and it has been for a long time. I'm going to say it one more time. They finished the year in the last 46 games, 23-23, and they let the Pacers hang in and hang on every game. All 4 games were winnable by the Pacers. That's insulting.
The only game was winnable was game 3. We spotted them 25. What more do you want, Skip? We spotted them 25 points.
Gave up 74.5 to Indiana?
And you know, and the King, I saw the King, you didn't see him in the huddle. He pointed, telling Ty Lue, I want him, and him on the court with me.
Did he? So he coaches, like I said.
I want Darren Williams. I want Channing Frye. I want Kyle Korver. I want Shump.
Yep.
And watch what I do.